So the question that we are going to solve is subsets, and we will take the backtracking approach. So if you look at the question, we just have to make subsets of this given array. The solution set must not contain duplicate subsets, and we can return the solution in any order. So the backtracking approach will build subsets by making a series of like include or skip decisions, and we will explore each path fully, and then we will undo our last decision and try a different one. So over here is the core of this algorithm. So these 3 lines. Now, if you have solved any other backtracking question, it's basically the same rhythm that we follow. Now, firstly, current.append of nums of I. What we are doing is we are choosing an element that our I is currently at, and we are tentatively adding this element. Then we backtrack, so we explore, which means we recurse to build on this choice that we made above. And then the last one is popping, so we are then unchoosing, which means we are removing, and then we are trying the next option. So the flow is we choose, we explore, and then we unchoose. So we come into an element, we dive deeper to see everything that can be built on top of it, and then we peel it back off so that the same current list is clean for the next iteration. And this peeling back off that I said is what backtracking means. And over here, when you look at the start of the algorithm, we are adding our current snapshot before we enter this loop. It doesn't happen at the bottom of the recursion. Instead, we just add it immediately, because every single node in the recursion tree is itself a valid subset. So if you look at this, so this is empty array 1, 2, 1, 2. These are all answers. It's not just a complete one. So we record the current state at the start of every call before extending it further. So we are over here, we are appending a copy. So this colon means that we append a copy rather than the current itself, because current is like a shared list, so it keeps mutating. So without the copy, every entry in this result would end up pointing at the same object. And then we do our backtrack loop, and then we call backtrack at the 0th index, and then we pass in the empty result, and then we return result. In the backtrack, we pass in the start and the current index as well, and then you run this code and it will work.